Hello and welcome to this episode of Making Connections, the BattleCON analysis show where I, your host, Marco DeSantos, try not to do so horribly at BattleCON Online. In the previous episode I said I'd give you guys an analysis, but today I actually realized that we released a new character, so it's very important that we use that character so that number one, I can show you guys some awesome new content, and number two, so I can show you guys how bad I am at using these characters. So we're gonna be using the tried and true, the new champion, Mikhail, the Hand of Divinity, a heavyweight whose styles boast incredible power. His power is sealed unless he takes damage. So choose wisely. Yes, indeed, we're gonna choose wisely by picking Mikhail. This guy has lots of OP cards, and you'll see them when we play the game. So I'm gonna queue in right now and see who we find now. Or whatever, I'll just come back when the game starts.
The divinities have sent me to enforce their will.
Well, sent me to enforce their will, I guess. Oh, and we're back. Welcome to, I'm not sure how this matchup will go, but we will see how well we can do against Soul King Ooze. Also, you can see my win rate's like 30-something%. You get it? It's funny, because her first name is literally just the null symbol, so to say her name, you say nothing. That's a cool thing. So, Mikhail actually doesn't really get a lot of use out of the switch. So we don't need to switch. Early game, we actually have no express need for our strike. Mostly because all of Mikhail's styles are basically like turn everything into like super mega attacks. Scroll is probably useful beat 3 onwards. I think I'll do that. Burst is useful. I think we don't need a strike at the start. What do we not need? I don't think we need Immutable right away because Apocalyptic seems like just a better Immutable sometimes. Magnus Malleus or the 4th Seal. I'm probably gonna pick the 4th Seal because 7 actually has access to a style that allows her to just advance into my range. And that's gonna be a huge problem in this matchup, I think. 7 has some amount of control ability, specifically on her yellow style, allowing her to dodge. And once green style gets hit, it turns into a ignore, soak, and stun guard. And as Mikhail, who has a lot of soak and stun guard, that's going to be really atrocious to deal with. My opponent's currently using a really slow character, though. I don't believe they actually have any way to dodge out of what I plan to do. An Apocalyptic Burst would hit, but that would be dangerous. It would lose to the drive. I could play Hollowed Drive. It would get clashed, and then I could Hollowed Shot or Hollowed Grasp. Yeah, so I can't get outsped when I'm using this Hollowed Drive. All that matters now is whether or not my opponent can clash me. If I get clashed, I can. My opponent has a decent amount of options. That burst is especially scary. Depending on what the priority of her style is, though, I think I can decently outspeed her, including her drive. Oh no, not her drive, because I have my strike and discard. I guess I'll just dodge if that happens.
I will show no mercy.
Or just play shot. We'll see. This is like the obvious opening Mikhail move. like if you're using Mikhail, you're probably doing this. Okay, so as Mikhail, you have to anti these seal tokens in order to actually use your style. Okay, so you can't what do you call this? You can't pass when you're the first priority because your opponent will then pass and then you will just miss your entire attack. So that's not good. Okay, so depending on the range and the priority of my opponent's style, I'll know what I'll clash into. If I believe it correctly, if my opponent doesn't have priority on their style, which they probably won't, I can safely burst because their shots will either clash or be slower. So we'll see. Most likely my opponent's is gonna dodge because, I mean, like, you're facing against Mikhail beat 1, and that's basically an impossible task to deal with. What my opponent doing right now? Yep, they're doing a dodge. And they're actually gaining a really significant boon from this, in my opinion, because they're actually going to be able to, pull 1. They're gonna win out on 2 fronts They're gonna gain the force because I have a on damage effect on Hollowed. And Detached allows them to gain. Also, they have more force now because of the Detached thing. Also, my opponent's probably gonna go here, forcing me to drive myself into the wall. And that's not a good place to be. So next beat, I think I'm 100% dodging. Because the thing about Mikhail is that you actually want to be as far away from your opponent as possible. Yep. Active phase. I have to advance myself into the wall now, and that's quite unfortunate. My bursts are now down. They're not going to be very good. My opponent has a bevy of options to counter me right now. Now it's a choice. This is what I hate about fighting against 7. Now I have to think whether or not she'll do reserved. Oh, she moved. This changes a few things, actually. So I could always just do Transcendent, right? But I will probably do Transcendent Shot. My opponent's probably gonna do something cheeky like this remote burst. This will clash. And once burst is down, I can actually safely strike. So I think the Transcendent Shot's actually the good play. Originally, I was planning to dodge, but I feel like my opponent is pressuring me a lot with both yellow style and green style, 2 of 7's strongest styles. So hopefully this attack is slow enough. If I remember correctly, her version of this is orange. Yes, and it is also slow. So I will anti a seal. We will see where we will seal where this goes. Hopefully I do not end up completely messing and screwing the pooch. Is that the term? I don't know. If my opponent somehow gets slower than this by playing Orange Burst, then kudos to them, I guess. That's a crazy move at this point in time, I think. Well, it's not actually a crazy move. It's actually pretty good against this specific attack. It would be pretty insane against blue style, though. What's its name? Apocalyptic. So, what's my opponent doing? I have no idea. If it's Orange Burst, kudos. Like, super good move, though it's probably Yellow Burst. Yep, there we go. Yellow Burst. And the real question is, will my opponent drive? I will burst, because I think my opponent will not drive. Actually, even if my opponent... Yeah, it's fine. We're Gucci. So we should trade 6-4. Not bad. 6-4 in my favor. That's pretty good. My opponent's forced to retreat too. So even if my opponent bursted... even if my opponent had done drive, he still would have ended up at range 2. I still would have hit. Owie zowie. You're not gonna stun me out of my Stun Guard 5 Transcendent, though. Ah, yes. Feel the power. Transcendent Burst! Oh man, playing Mikhail's so fun, because all of your attacks basically scream broken. And, it's pretty broke stuff. Now we've gotten rid of one of the most dangerous styles in her kit. But now we have to face friendly strikes every time she gets near us. So now my opponent actually has a huge incentive to either do Daunted. Yeah, this is gonna be an absorption beat, isn't it? It's pretty much an absorption or a shot beat. Either way, I need a -1 shot, which I do not have. So it's gonna be an apocalyptic shot, I think. Or is it gonna be a Sacred Scroll? No. My opponent can still burst. Apocalyptic shot. I'm actually not sure what to do right now. So it's probably just gonna be a Sacred Shot. My opponent has no range on them right now. This clashes orange. Yeah, and the next beat I can probably scroll. she's not so sure about this, guys. So, I mean, she can't hit me right now. So, the real question is, like, what move my opponent could have done right now. This is the problem with me in BattleCON Online. I can't analyze moves fast enough. I need more practice. But some people like Charles and Elephant are able to, like, analyze moves in, like, less than 10 seconds. 20 seconds flat. So, we'll have to see. I'm really scared. I don't know what's happening right now. If my opponent does a burst, well, then kudos to them. This was a good move, in my opinion. Transcendent Burst was a really good move in that situation. This clashes the shot, the orange strike. But then after that, I miss. So I'll probably scroll if we clash. And that's probably my best outcome. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, my opponent's drive should not be able to hit me. So this sacred shot should be quote-unquote safe. So I hope that quote-unquote safety is more than good enough. That's gonna be clashing the reserved absorption. So my opponent is gonna be so we're gonna get rid of the reserved.
Be gone!
And that might be a good thing, right? That might seem like such a good thing, but it's not a good thing, because that turns into ignore soak and stun guard, and Mikhail's all about that soak and stun guard. Oh no, next beat's gonna be absolutely atrocious. Or is it? My opponent can dodge next beat. Can my opponent move? End of beat, yes. Like, they can retreat more, though I highly doubt they will. So what shall it be? Whoa. This game just turned really interesting. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Okay, my opponent's not the literal end of the board. I can Apocalyptic Drive and Apocalyptic Scroll. Apocalyptic Scroll is dumb. Really dumb because I cannot regain seals, and then this says regain seals. So, not good. Probably Apocalyptic Drive. My opponent can clash this, if I remember correctly. Oh, baby, I don't think they can clash this. Oh, well, yeah, no, they can just shot. So why did my opponent go to maximum range against me? My opponent can't actually hit me. What? Okay. Maybe they were just trying to avoid my attacks. Anyway, I will switch scroll. Hopefully I don't get clashed. If I do get clashed, well, hunky-dory, I guess. Oh, now my opponent knows my hand. Like, they know that I will not be anti-ing, so they probably think I'm doing some sort of dodge or scroll move right now. We will see if this pays off. Hopefully my opponent's not clashing it. Nothing in my opponent's kit can hit me, though. So I don't know what's going on, actually. Also, I apologize for the audio. I'm still trying to get used to this new mic. Yeah, it's clashing. We can just get rid of a move we don't need. Grasp is that move. This far into the game and this far, like, in actual range, Grasp is probably Junko. My opponent will drive, but I mean, that's useless. Range 6, I'm pretty sure 7 can't hit at range 6 without using blue style upgraded. So, we're relatively safe. Did the mini Mikhail just appear? Like, was there a small angel guy? Oops. I mean, like, I don't think that's a bug, but that's a really funky looking animation. All right. I don't know, did it work? So at this range, I'm actually really tempted to do Transcendent Scroll. Is that a bad idea? No, yes, it is a bad idea because I'm actually banking on not hitting. Scroll is really good when you're expecting your opponent to dodge. Okay, we're gonna be eating some friendlies. or bursts. Keep current finisher card, especially now that she has friendly online. If I had played shot, well, I couldn't actually play shot, so there was no big error on my part. I'm not actually too scared of anything my opponent can do right now. And if I hollowed drive right now, my opponent can't actually do much against it. And friendly grasp is not gonna hit. Oh wait, it is gonna hit. That's a really dumb... Okay, that would be really, really good if my opponent did that and it hit. I could friendly drive or friendly strike. Or hollowed strike. I can also hollowed scroll. Though I think hollowed strike is the good play. I have a firm belief my opponent's about to do a friendly grasp in reading my hollowed strike. Alright, time is short. Time is short. I'm doing it. If my opponent bursts, then kudos on him. Yeah, if my opponent does indeed burst, kudos on them. Hollowed strike. Yeah. I'm not so sure about it either, Seven. I'm not so sure about it either. Oh my gosh, this is a 50-50 situation. I firmly believe that the hollowed grasp is gonna happen. Is it bad that I'm reading the less obvious? Like, I'm reading the opponent's read. Because essentially my opponent expects me to do hollowed drive right now. So they would probably do friendly... what's the name of that move? Friendly grasp. Because I would be thinking that they're gonna do friendly strike, right? So I think he'll do friendly strike. So I'll do hollowed drive. So he'll do friendly grasp. Oh. Okay then. All of that stuff for nothing. I mean, my opponent will be able to advance literally into my face. I should have probably antied power on top of this. My opponent will be able to drive into my face. Get purified, Seven. Get purified. So now my opponent can do reciprocate. But here's the thing about Seven's reciprocate finisher. It's really good if Seven's winning or has enough life, but in this life deficit, she can't afford to play it. So, because it's a priority 0 attack, so anything I do will probably just kill her. Especially because I'm freaking Mikhail, who deals so much damage. Oh, there we go. Actually, I think the optimal move was for my opponent to not actually do anything. Because that way I wouldn't regain a seal token. Because those seal tokens, like, matter a lot. Okay. So now that she doesn't have unupgraded... what's the name of that move? Okay, reserved. Now that she doesn't have reserved and has excited instead, I can now freely dodge, and that's a good thing. But I can always just play Transcendent Scroll and hope that it works. Because even if she does excited against me, it's at most 2 damage, and that's not really that big. So I can just do Transcendent Scroll, hopefully regain some tokens, and then deal enough damage to kill her. And then next beat, I can probably just do a Sacred Shot or a... gosh, Sacred Shot would work. Actually, I should probably just Immutable Scroll. Anti-Stun Guard? Is that the move? Immutable Scroll, Anti-Stun Guard? Ooh, that's a cheeky play. I don't want to get out of this position because my opponent currently has dodge.
The time is now.
Now, let's just play Transcendent Scroll. Transcendent Scroll, anti the token. Regardless of what happens, I regain my token. My opponent can dodge backwards, and they'll still get hit for 1 damage at the very least. It's not that bad, and I'll regain the token no matter what. So this Transcendent Scroll is quote-unquote safe move for me, and then next beat I can do Sacred whatever, right? The only way this one completely loses out is if my opponent does dodge right now and then bursts the next turn. But if my opponent does indeed burst the next turn, they're gonna get absolutely destroyed by the Apocalyptic. So I think this Transcendent Scroll is the good move right now. Again, note, I am no Mikhail expert. Also, if my opponent does the overdrive finisher, I think they win this beat severely. Whoops, I forgot entirely about the overdrive finisher. To be fair, Mikhail is a pretty slow character. Yeah, Mikhail is a pretty slow character. I don't know what else I could have said outside of that. There was no way for me to be slower than this current move, and if we did clash, he would go first, but then I would have had to play burst. I feel like my opponent's doing the overdrive finisher or doing friendly, right? Is it friendly? We'll have to see. Friendly. Oh no, green style. Oh, that's actually really good. Huh, I didn't expect to see this move. I forgot that she had absorption, which essentially acts like a third, a second dodge, so to speak. So at least I antied that power to get that extra damage on them. I still regain my seal despite my opponent not hitting me. Next beat, I'm gonna be slower. That's actually not bad. I probably want to get away. So my opponent, can my opponent read me? Yes, they can. Not a good place to be. Gosh.
Judgment draws near.
I just have to do this. I mean, if my opponent does indeed read me, I get low enough and then I can do the fourth seal. Ooh, hopefully that's gonna be enough. I'm gonna anti-power. Do I anti-power? To make my opponent think I'm doing something cool or crazy. The thing about Mikhail is that if you're in a position where you're like only at one token left, you become super predictable because it's like I can't afford to waste my token on one of these dodge pairs, for example. So if I get clashed right now, I get basically destroyed, right? Do I get red? Ooh, I got red. Unfortunate. Let's make it hard for my opponent, so at least he's gonna have to friendly grasp me. That's okay. Getting friendly grasped, absolutely okay. Yep, there's the friendly grasp, absolutely fine. My opponent got a friendly drove as well. I got red, absolutely fine. If I had played any other move, I think I would have won, right? Game is closer than I thought it would be. So now my opponent knows I can finish her, right? Is it caution or sloth? So what's the game plan? My opponent will probably dodge next turn because he knows that this overdrive finisher is coming. But which dodge will it be? It'll probably be this one. It's a 3 prio dodge. Probably a 3 prio dodge. So I can do a 2 prio hollowed. Or I can do 4th seal. It's a 50-50 once again. If he plays green style, I lose. Well, not lose, but like, I get stunned out this beat. So okay, that's the move. So it's my opponent's job to just clash out of it, right? I'm gonna anti a seal token on top of this. Oh wait, I can't do the 4th seal. No, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. My opponent knows I can't do the 4th seal. Oh, I should have just hollow drove. Fudge. Oh man, my opponent knows I can do the 4th seal. Oh, mistakes. This is what happens when I'm playing a new character. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Well, new. Mikhail has been changed ever since his Devastation version. I think I have to anti-stun guard. Oh my gosh, if this is green drive, I'm destroyed. If this is green drive, that's like, oh, such a good move. Oh my gosh, such a good move. Even green strike would ruin me. All because I was dumb and thought my opponent... Oh my gosh, Marky, you can't do the 4th seal. You have enough seals. Oh my gosh. If this is a dodge and I read it... no, of course I didn't. I'm not doing so swell, Doc. So now my opponent hits me for 4, and now we're both in death range. And I can't even do the 4th seal. Does my opponent have blue? No. Magnus Malleus is 5 priority, if I remember correctly. Interesting, my opponent's cornering himself. What? So now I can't dodge. My grasp is down, all my fast moves are down. This is the only option. Wait.
I will cleanse the unrighteous.
This should be okay. 1, 2. My opponent has to basically do a dodge right now. Reciprocate will not kill me, so that's good. Reciprocate will not kill me. Very, very important, very important. Oh my gosh, my opponent can... Oh my gosh, my opponent can just do absorption. Oh man, Mikhail has no fast moves. But next beat I can do Sacred Drive. Yeah, I think this is the right line of play. Oh, Nelly. This is a really close game. I really love it when games are close. I'm not performing so well, I think. I think I was in a huge advantage, and then my opponent got like 3 beats on me, especially these 2 beats. I got red on this one, and then made a huge misplay here, because thinking, oh, well, my opponent will just do blah, 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 blah. Of course, I have to anti the seal. The heated shot will kill me, I think. Oh my gosh, the heated shot. No, we will clash. Okay, no, wait, no, the heated shot will kill me. This is such a huge risk, I think. Because I could just do Sacred Drive and kill him when he does the heated shot. So, we'll have to see. I think I will anti nothing. No, I have to anti the priority. So I'll anti-priority to force my opponent to also anti-priority. My Apocalyptic Burst ends up being faster than him. Then kudos to me. Yeah, the opponent cannot retreat, so this will always basically hit. Question is, will my opponent counter anti? No. So my opponent is dodging. Or doing reciprocate. Either one. Nope, doing detached. Alright. Well, I have to do this mandatorily. And I have to retreat 1.
This suits my purpose.
Okay. Do I retreat due to range 5? Or open myself up to... no, she doesn't have drive. So I think this is the correct play. So my opponent will drop down to 3. Because he'll be able to heal 2 from detached absorption. Yada yada yada. My opponent can't dodge right now, can he? Nope, he can move up to 1 space, which will let him dodge. I should have gone here. Oh, I'm such a dumbo. Oh, my opponent didn't move. Why? What move can my opponent have that's a sure kill right now? Oh, my opponent can friendly dodge. Of course. Do I read it? Oh, Mark, are you a madman? Oh, no, wait. Friendly dodge into friendly. So if I do Secret Drive right now, my opponent can do friendly dodge, and then I won't be able to counter it because friendly dodge into friendly shot is 3 priority. Oh, I have strike in hand, so that should be okay. Sacred Drive is my best bet, huh? Sacred Drive it is. As predictable as it can be. I mean, it's my best hope. It's my best hope. If my opponent figured out some sort of master plan to make Sacred Drive absolutely lose this beat no matter what, then kudos to them. Friendly shot, friendly burst. Man, I got zoned out heavily today. Ooh, plus priority. Remember kids, always counter anti-priority. So my opponent's trying to go fast.
Make haste.
Mikhail, make haste. So hopefully he didn't see the Sacred Drive, but like it's such an obvious move. But I had no other choice. I had to force my opponent's hand and force them to do something. Does my opponent has damage? You know what? The extra power doesn't actually matter. Well, anti. I mean, like the extra force doesn't actually matter.
Channeling power.
So if my opponent makes me miss, I can 4th seal next beat. And I think that's pseudo my best chance. Oh man, this is way close of a game, and I'm really excited. I love games of BattleCON that end up like this. So clash, right? No. Was my opponent expecting me to dodge backwards? Friendly shot. All right. Seems that I've won the game. Woo! Heart. Palpitating so much. Oh man. Oh no, please don't disconnect on me. Okay, there you go, game. There you go, game.
Know your place.
Boom! Know your place, son. There is a miniature angel that comes out.
Defeat bring you redemption.
I mean, like, you don't need to be such a jerk about it, Mikhail. Oh my gosh, my gosh, my gosh, my gosh, my gosh, that game. Oh man, I thought I was winning, and then... Okay, wait. Let's wait for this loading screen. Boom. Alright. So, my gosh, that game. I thought I was winning, and then suddenly I was losing, and then it was so close. There were like 3 beats wherein a single read could have spelled the difference between a win or a loss, and... Oh my gosh, that's where BattleCon feels the best. Soul King, Soul King, Soul King. However you pronounce your name, excellent game. I thought I had you in the bag. I thought I had beaten you. Turns out, you know, you weren't down for the count. You were able to come back with your 7. Your 7 play was very good. I made a few mistakes, especially that entire beat where I was 4th seal. Oh, my opponent was 4th seal. That wasn't it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've been doing BTO videos this entire time, and it's been a while since I played BattleCon online, and I'm super excited that I got to play. Oh my gosh, I'm so hyped. It was a great game. Thank you so much. If you guys saw any plays that you thought were bad, or maybe you could give me some tips about how to play Mikhail in BattleCon online, especially if you're a Mikhail main yourself, please tell me in the comment section down below, and you know, I'll read through your comments and see if they're worthwhile and worth incorporating into my game plan. Without much else to say, thank you so much for watching. If you guys want me to use a specific character or want me to analyze a certain matchup, please don't hesitate to send me an email at mechanocritic@gmail.com or put a comment in the comment section down below, because I read every single one of them. If you guys like this video and like this content, please consider giving this video a like, sharing it with a friend, or if you hated it, share it with an enemy. And of course, regardless, please subscribe to the Level 99 Games official YouTube channel so that you're always appraised in our latest podcast, gameplay videos, as well as news from Level 99 Games itself and the Overlord Brad. Well, he's president of the company. He's not actually an overlord, I hope. So without much else to say, don't forget your special action, and thank you, World of Indians. Thank you, and good night.